Hey, so a while back, Drop sent me their control keyboard to try out and review for Osu gameplay. It's been a few months, so I've been using it a lot for a variety of things, and the overall experience was pretty good. Now, I will say right off the bat that I'm no keyboard guru, and my knowledge on keyboards is pretty minimal. Like, this is literally the first keyboard I've owned that's more than 100 USD at base price. Drop's control keyboard is a 10 keyless, which is a full-size keyboard, just without the numpad, just like the HyperX keyboard I usually use for Osu. At first, I was offered the Drop Alt keyboard, which is the 65% version, but I use the function keys a lot in song select, so the control keyboard seemed more ideal. I'm mainly going to be reviewing this keyboard based off Osu gameplay, so I won't go too in-depth with the keyboard, but I think that it's overall a really good daily use keyboard. From what I've experienced so far, the key switches do eventually begin double tapping, and that's where the hot swappable feature comes in handy, where you can swap the switches in the board as long as it's 3-pin. Well, I mean, if it's 5-pin, you could just clip the plastic pins off if you really wanted to, which is what I did for the Aqua Kings. I've tried out 5 different switches that Drop sent me, and the keyboard feels really nice to play Osu with, and the tapping sounds really nice compared to just about every other keyboard I've played with. I got to try switches from brands I've never tried before, such as Holy Pandas and Aqua Kings, although I still personally think that the common Gateron and Cherry switches are optimal for Osu gameplay, so I found the Gateron Reds best for Osu on this keyboard. Unfortunately, I noticed that right out of the box, the polling rate isn't the greatest, as you can see by the jail cell in my unstable rate, which is on the default 6-key rollover setting, which you can switch to no key rollover by pressing function N for better polling rates. Every now and then, the keyboard would double tap and disrupt the gameplay, but it wasn't very often. The latency on this keyboard is also just a bit worse than some of the other keyboards I've tried for Osu, but I still think this keyboard isn't bad use for Osu gameplay alongside everyday use. That's pretty much just about everything I have to say about this keyboard in terms of Osu gameplay. I played the Words I Never Said with hidden double time using all the different switches I received from Drop. I spliced together the different replays I got and compiled an FC, and this is the final product.